Welcome back to another episode of the Zero to Hero podcast, where it's all about success and building it from the ground up. My name is Mike Fallat. I started from zero, and we built a six-figure business from the ground up. We want to help you do the exact same thing. And I'm going to tell you a little story about what I went through to get to where I'm at now. And I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'll be honest with you, I couldn't get any clients from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania when I got started in this. It took me about 120 clients before I got my first Pittsburgh client. Now, I tell you this because in my book, Started from Zero, I talk about how I had to reach out to people all over the United States and then all over the world. And I just couldn't get anybody from my hometown to believe in me and trust in me. And so it took that getting outside of Pittsburgh to actually help people out. And maybe it's the blue collar mentality. Maybe it's, there's not many entrepreneurs that are around here. Maybe it's just the income levels. I don't know what it is, but nobody was giving me a shot. But people in New York City were, people in California, people in Florida, people in Texas. These are the people who were willing to give me a shot. And I was able to help them out and prove myself. And then eventually, shout out to Britton Costa, my first Pittsburgh client, his book, The Leadership Code. And I'll be honest, I met him through another guy named Brian Hess, who I met at 10X GrowthCon in Vegas. So it took me going to Vegas to meet a guy from Cranberry or Mars or wherever the hell you're at, Brian. I'm not exactly sure just yet. We haven't met up. You owe me dinner, I think, still. Anyway, that to me is crazy. And whenever I started to get some, momentum, I kept thinking to myself, how can I help those struggling entrepreneurs in Pittsburgh? What could I do? And, we start to do some crazy stuff now. I mean, we went to rented a house yesterday, got 7 high-profile models in Pittsburgh. We got an incredible video team, Brandon from Film Shockers, Justin from Dynasty Productions. And we were able to put some crazy things together for not only the new direction of the company and the next level that we're doing, but also the other company that I invested in, which is Sock Ballads, which takes your favorite song and applies it to your socks. And, that feeling of that song that resonates with you, you could wear it with you wherever you go. And I think that that's important to express why in the hell would you want your favorite song on your socks. And it's really just about, showing who you are. And your favorite song really does that. Anyway, working with these highly talented individuals, like the videographers, photographers, these models, they take their business very seriously. And I ask the models all the time, what's your vision? What are you trying to accomplish? Because I want to help you get there. You're helping me out. You're helping us out to get to the next level. What can we do? And whatever we can do, obviously, we're trying to make the right connections. And the main message here is, very few people are willing to help me out in Pittsburgh for the business. Now, financially, with a side job or, doing something, working for someone, I could always find that. And, I love helping people out whenever they need help. I just couldn't get clients. I couldn't get people to put me, on stage. I had to create all that myself. Nobody was willing to, open up something for me to go and grow this business in Pittsburgh. I had to go elsewhere first and then come back. So this contribution that I want to give back to Pittsburgh is going to start, right now. It's actually already started, but what I want to start doing is on these podcasts, I want to lend a little bit of time at the end of the podcast to some local musicians to maybe showcase a new song. And I think that anybody out there who wants to go from nothing to the dream vision of themselves, always thinks, man, whenever I start to get some momentum, I want to look back and help people. And I don't know if that's the karma that comes with you whenever you start to have some success, or it's just the fact of doing what you wish you would have had in the very beginning. So what I'm going to do from here on out is, like I said, I'm going to try to help those struggling musicians out with a little bit extra time on these podcasts. We'll put it at the end, or maybe at the beginning, maybe during the the middle of the podcast. I've seen some incredible acts. I love live music, and maybe that's why I kind of lend it from the book publishing, which is all about storytelling, with music, which is the exact same thing. It's all storytelling. So this track that I'm going to showcase with you today is Wolves in Sheep's Clothing. The first time I ever heard this song it's an incredible memory of mine. I was sitting there, and I was in Lawrenceville. Actually, it was Strip District when I first heard these people, and they have their song called Lucky. When I was sitting there, and I was feeling very lucky at the time, and you know, that stays with me every time I hear that song play, and I play it quite a bit. So take a listen, and I think you're really going to like it. And I want to help any local musician out there. If you have any songs that you want to get out there for the world to maybe hear it, please reach out to me. But this one is called Lucky by Wolves in Sheep's Clothing. And it actually is the title track for our documentary, Zero to Hero, coming out next month.
And I stay praying, all my friends got steady paydays. Those who got themselves good ladies and babies, they're home safely waiting. And hey, yeah, when am I gonna get lucky? I could use a good girl to love me, someone who gon' see through the ugly, put above me. And hey man, when are we gonna be made, man? So I can write my mom's last paycheck. She can turn her radio up, say, that's my baby. And hey, man, when are we gonna get famous? Late nights we've been playing, dive bars and small stages and in basements. And hey, yeah, let's all go get wasted, have an early celebration, so close I can taste it, but horseshoes and hand grenades. Been throwing horseshoes and hand grenades. So we let go, hold on, feel weak and stay strong. I let go, hold on, feel weak and stay strong. Now trust me, sooner or later we gon' get lucky. Trust me, I said trust me, sooner or later we gon' get lucky. Trust me, or else maybe I'ma forever be singing these underground lullabies. Maybe I'ma forever be singing these underground lullabies. These underground